Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just a article here. I come across two strong buy penny stocks that could rally to $10 or more. Yes, this is a little bit older, but it's still relevant to today. And I just started looking at these stocks, and they look kind of interesting. So, again, two strong buy penny stocks. One is PEAR, one is VIRX. Stock market have started off 2022 with an increase of volatility, especially today, and that's opened up opportunities for investors, especially for investors willing to shoulder some additional risk. Sharp decline in January lowered prices, while the rapid swings that we've seen in recent trading sessions make it possible to take advantage of lowered entry points. The low-cost equities, typically priced below $5 per share, are perfectly placed to bring the high-powered returns when markets move back to a bullish trend. The low price point makes the initial buy-in affordable, while also permitting sky-high upside potentials. These are stocks that could double or triple or more in the coming year. However, given the nature of these investments, Wall Street analysts recommend doing some due diligence before pulling the trigger, noting that not all penny stocks are bound for greatness. And just as I've pointed out here on the channel in the past, I've went over numerous penny stocks, and I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. So this is, I believe, I'm going to call it VIRX Therapeutics, VIRX. We'll start with VIRX, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical, which I always say can be volatile, but can have nice run-ups, but they can also drop off as well. It's a company working on new treatments for cancers related to Epstein-Barr virus or EBV infections. The EBV is part of the herpes family, and it's estimated that some 90% of the global population carries it. EBV is the cause of infectious mono, and is also linked to several cancers, nasopharyngeal and gastric melanginesis, as well as some lymphomas. As many as 250,000 cancer diagnoses annually are linked to EBV infection. Looking at VIRX's story, is important to note that the company has been public for just 1 year. The current incarnation as the NASDAQ-listed firm was finalized in February of last year when it merged with Sunesis Pharmaceuticals. The merger closed on February 24th, and a combined company started out with $120 million cash, giving it a runway for operations into 2024. So very interesting. So it talks about EBV and lymphomas. Cancer's everywhere. A lot of people are going to get cancer. They say everybody has cancerous cells in their bodies, and some just grow faster than others. So, Phase 2 part of the study will enroll up to 60 patients. Preliminary data expected in 2H22. Trading for $2.36 per share. Several members on the street believe that VIRX's price tag and pipeline make it a must-watch name, so definitely one to watch. And not going to read all the specific cancer, EBV, and tumors and so on, so if you want to read that, go ahead and pause and go over that. Otherwise, you can go right to the source on Yahoo Finance. And so it's an outperform buy with a $10 price target implies a upside of 312% for the year ahead. So very interesting. So if we go over here to Robinhood, and you can see it's down 82% over the last year. Had the nice a year ago at 1862, and ever since then it's just came crashing down for whatever reason, but maybe it's going to run up again, so there is potential there. In the last 3 months is down over 41%. In the last month it's actually in the green, we'll just call it 8%. In the last week down 1%. And here's a look at today. So it had a great day. Would have been a good option. Get in 260 or 255. Have it bounce up and down kind of sideways and just kind of took off here after market. So 287, could have got the dip here at 255. So if you don't know much about this one, we kind of went over a little bit, but it's a clinical stage biomarker directed precision oncology company focused on new medicines for the treatment of virus associated malignancies. It develops antiviral agent as an oral combination therapy. Been around since founded in 1998. Not much volume at all on this one, so I would expect the volume maybe to come into this one in the days, weeks to come. We'll just have to see. So volume of, we'll call it 200,000, average of 594. $105 million market cap, so this is relatively small. 52-week low of 218 and a high of 2480, so it's quite the difference there. So if you could get back up to those levels, you could make some money. So expected today in the pre-market. And then if we go over here to MS and Money, this is currently showing it as a buy. And here on tip ranks, currently at 282, showing a strong buy, 3 out of 3 with a 697% upside to 2250, high of 35, low of 10. So very interesting. Definitely one to watch, and especially at this price. I mean, sometimes I'll just throw 10 shares, 20 bucks, 30 bucks, whatever. I mean, if you can't lose that, you shouldn't be in the stock market anyway. It's worth the gamble, but there are only 3 recent reviews on record for VIRX shares, and we kind of already went over those. Consensus rating, in addition, the 21 average price target, so would be awesome. And what did we say it was? So that's showing 21. This is showing 2250, so it's went up since this article came out. So very good. Next is PEAR Therapeutics, the next penny stock we're looking at is an interesting one. PEAR is a clinical commercial stage company working on the development, testing, and application of prescription digital therapeutic PDT systems. These are software systems designed to improve patient outcomes and can be applied to a variety of disease conditions. PEAR has 3 PDTs in commercial use and another 14 in development pipeline, undergoing clinical trials at various stages. So another kind of health kind of testing, risky, so we'll just have to look at it. Reset is a 90-day program using PDT to provide and manage cognitive behavioral therapy for substance abuse disorder, so very interesting. That has went up right there, substance abuse disorder, since March of 2020. Alcoholism's up, therapy's up, depression, you name it. Drug companies love it. Designed to target opiate abuse particularly. Both programs allow patients and clinicians together to track medication use, compliance rewards, and drug use testing results to tailor treatment to the patient's particular conditions and abilities. PDT treatment is chronic insomnia, designed for the use of adults ages 22 and up. The company started trading on the NASDAQ on December 6th after completing a SPAC transition with Thimble Point Acquisition Corp. Business combination brought $175 million in new capital to PEAR for the use of further development of PDP products since entering the public markets. So they're the first company in its particular biotherapeutic space. So got to say something for it. Alone in its 3 FDA authorized PDT products and a broad pipeline of product candidates. So I have not heard of either one of these, so we'll take a look over here on Robinhood next. Again, the other one was VIRX. Next is PEAR Therapeutics. Could have got in on the dip at $3.95. That would have been an excellent option as well. And the day at $4.36. Again, ticker is PEAR. Again, a commercial stage healthcare company pioneering a new class of software-based medicine, sometimes referred to as prescription digital therapeutics, PDT. Kind of already went over that, so I'm going to skip that. Feel free to pause, or I'm sure half of you have Robinhood, so you can read it there. Founded in 2020, volume of 180,000. Not much on this one either. 281,000 on the average. $600 million market cap, so both of these have a lot of room to run. 52-week low of 346, high of 1460. Great ratings on this one, 86%. And earnings on March 8th in the pre-market. So very interesting. And this one hasn't been on here that long, so this one just March 30th of 2021, so not even a year. And that is very interesting. Just danced sideways in this 980, just right under $10. For April through, that is very interesting, through November. I've never seen one like that. That is very interesting. Down over 56% in the last 3 months. In the last month, it's up, we'll just call it 3%, dancing up and down. And up in the last week, 12.95% or 13%, and here today it's in the green. So definitely one to watch. And so if we go over here to again, ticker is PEAR, currently at 436, and this one's showing a buy. And we'll see what tip ranks here has. PEAR Therapeutics. Strong buy 5 out of 6 is showing a strong buy, $11.40 with 161% upside to the 1140, high of 16, low of 5. And that is the same, 1140. So go ahead and leave in the comments and let me know which one you think is the better buy. If you have either one of these, that would be interesting to know, either PEAR or VIRX. I might start watching both of these. It might be kind of interesting, and see if I can run them up. Like I said, that would be a fun option to do there. It would be a cheap one, and you could make a couple bucks, so depending on how many contracts you buy. But that's for another video. But that is it for VIRX and PEAR. Like I said, leave it in the comments if you have either one, and if there's any other stocks out there you want me to do a video on, leave that in the comments as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.